airwaves, David Curdle, St. Vincent de Paul trying to square the circle the source of his power. Foresight born at the corner of Howard on sale. Cherry pick blue in the pale, it's the blue and L2 in a sail. Losing his coat, smooth in a high, and a head rush. Cup vial over each, one and one and then some. One eye on the breadcrumb, other eye on the breadcrumb, other eye on the income. Good knife in the green, shoot dice with the lights and the ringworms. Take legs, sounds like many years. Dig in the night, make a pipe out of anything. Take five, take a dive in the cellophane. Turn five in a 5, 6, 7, 8. Black out somewhere, fancy shit. The backseat of 8 stops Camry, dude.
Hey Philip, how you doing, man? I'm doing pretty good. I got off a little early tonight, so I was gonna play some video games. A little Metal Gear Solid. And listen to this new Aesop rock album, because the guy's a crazy wordsmith. Jesus. His the way he writes is always a masterpiece. Oh, bad guys. I think I developed this knockout machine pistol, and I'm shooting plastic pellets at these bad guys here. We'll light them up with some plastic pellets and knock them out. Hopefully. Oh yeah, see, they're all knocked out. Now they're gonna work for me. Just send them here. Yeah, this is Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. This game is something else. You wander like Africa and Afghanistan and clean out these Russian soldiers. This is like Cold War failed type era. And there's all these paramilitary groups and mercenary groups. They're having wars in these zones. I love some Metal Gear Solid. This game is more like a combination of like SimCity and Metal Gear Solid and Zelda. There's so many gadgets. Yeah, it's like Zelda and James Bond had a baby. There's so many gadgets. You can, I like to kidnap their soldiers with the balloons, and then they'll like work at my base, and you can check their skills, and some are like good at tech and like research and development, and you can develop all kinds of crazy stuff. I used to play this on the 360 a lot, and I finally got it for the PlayStation 4, so now I've been streaming it. Yeah, I already got 99 weapons I could develop, and I've barely just gotten started. I like that you can build like a stun version of everything. Instead of killing the enemies, you can make them work for you. You treat the army right, and they don't mind working for you so much. Ooh, the Solid Snake. The original Solid Snake suit. That's cool. And it was instantly developed. Oh, somebody's, who's that? Somebody spotted me. Woo! One plastic plug to the head and he's stunned. And then kidnap him. He's, whee! It just takes off. Later on you can develop like portals that will open up and teleport stuff back to your base. See, like my balloon is not strong enough to steal this truck. Yeah, this game is something else. Somebody put a lot of time and effort into every little detail. Oh gosh, there's a pile of dudes over here. That's the downside of plastic pellets, is you really can't fight a pile of dudes. Make me bust out the Iron Fist, guys. Oh yeah. Iron Fist. I got this gold robot on now. Super Punch. Go Super Punch. I think they can revive their allies though. Ooh, getting shot. It's not what I plan on doing. Do your $6 million man punch. And no, that's not it. Hitman, yeah, that's a good game. Absolution. I don't think I've tried that one. I like those games though. And I dig that movie they made in like 2007 or 8, the Hitman film, is starring like Timothy Olyphant, and it got terrible reviews, and now nobody even really has heard of it or whatever. But that was a good movie. It was cool. They had those belts that they could use as swords. I want a sword belt. They will chop you down just to count your rings. New plan. New plan with this giant military base. That's not bad. Oh, okay, that's that new Hitman. Yeah, that's probably really cool. Shit, even the PlayStation 2 Hitmans were pretty good. Some crazy Japanese commercial. What?
Hey, warm cider, barn full of spiders, orange moon, starry night, particle exciters, in a passage rivaled only by the origin of fire. Now at an organism from alternative.
Oh yeah, you gotta check out that movie. It's old too. I found it in the yeah, it was in the 5 and below bin, like the year it came out. It's really sad because it's a pretty cool movie. Exactly, man. I wish I could stream my 360. I would get 90% more playtime on the 360 than on the PS4. Even though it's a lot, it's cool to play PS4 and stuff, but I spent since 2005 collecting 360 stuff, so I really don't want to see that just go to waste. This guy's having a smoke. I'm gonna wait for him to finish his smoke, because he's a good kid. He's gonna work for me. He's a good kid. I'm gonna sneak up in this box like that though, and spray him with this plastic pellet Uzi. I know he's knocked out on the first shot, but I said I was gonna spray him with that. Oh, I can't kidnap him in the box. Get out of that box, Snake. Yeah, I can't balloon in the house. Crap, I'm just trying to get my gun back. There's a lot of options jammed into this little corner. Oh yeah, and I can steal their little gun emplacements here. This game's got so much to do. There's an online mode where you build these giant bases in the middle of the sea, and you can like go to other people's and attack them, and vice versa. They get huge. I can send them all to my camp, and they'll work for me, or go to the brig, and then they'll work for me once they've been in the brig and like cooled out. But if you treat them good, they'll be more than happy to join your army, and you'll get lots of volunteers too. Oh my God! All of them saw me. Some of them might not make it to the base though. I was trying to wander into a giant base, and I died. Equip the chicken hat. You can put on this chicken hat if you die like twice on the same mission, and it will make you like undetectable by enemies until you're basically like right in front of them. It's like a cheat hat. It's not good. Your mission rating will automatically be chicken. Yeah, and I think if I went back to the base and took a shower, my guy would have a lot less, or I think the health bar is kind of like how dirty and like bloody you are. I'm not sure. Development. Let's see, I was trying to order some different armor. There's a sneaking suit. Solid snake. Good. I ordered my research and development team to build this new armor, and now I'm gonna have them airlift it to my location and drop a little package. Yeah, some people would get mad about it if they didn't add that, because some people are so used to having to be stealthy. Oh, my package. In the Metal Gear games, they think it's all about stealth and stuff, and really I could just like shoot these guys with a rocket launcher. I call in like an airstrike. I like how the box can hit you if you send it to your exact coordinates. It'll come and whack you in the head. So people think you gotta be sneaky and get past them and stuff like that. And it's like, well, you could kill them all, or you can kidnap them all and give them a job. But you can't build a giant army just going around killing everybody. And I think he grows... Oh my God! I think he grows horns. I was gonna look for his horn, but that suit turned him into the PlayStation 1 version of Snake. Oh my God, that's weird. It turned him into the blocky original Metal Gear Solid character. That's kinda neat. That's kinda neat. Oh gosh, they already see me.
So your suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful.
Okay. I'm gonna try the Iron Fist some more. I don't want to just kill all these guys. Yeah, that was something. In its day, that game blew my mind on PlayStation 1. I was like 11 when that came out or something. And I was dedicated to beating it.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I can't believe I can turn into Blockman. I don't think I can fix that unless I develop a new suit and have it dropped on me. I might just do that. I don't want to be blocky and die. That would not be cool. Plus, I can't imagine the armor rating is that great since it's pixelated. Okay, that guy's knocked out. Kidnap. Good deal. What I need to develop is a freaking sniper rifle that is a stun version. Otherwise that'll happen. There ain't nobody up in the sky, I can assure you. Somebody's shooting at me. I see you. Sorry. We were being way too hostile. I gotta thin out this herd so I can kidnap the good guys with the specialties. Like these. These guys are good. Front line. Okay. Okay. How fast can I advance? Yes! You get those tank top guys, for some reasons, they have really good stats. I guess because they think they're Popeye or something, I don't know. That guy can't have better stats, he doesn't even have a shirt. Actually, I did play that. It was just really hard. I played the original Metal Gear Solid. And on the Xbox 360 in this game, there's a code you can put in. I think you can do it on Metal Gear Solid 3 also. There's a code you can put in on the 360 version that'll let you play those NES versions. Like Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, I think. Those were really hard when I was a kid. My favorite one is Snake Eater from the PlayStation 2. Okay. Let's see here. I gotta call in air support. I need to climb. I need to go around the back and get out of this damn box. That's amusing, but not gonna help. Okay, there we go. You have to be birthed from the box is the only way to get out, apparently. I found a baby wolf and I'm raising it at my base to be a fighting dog. And that's pretty cool. Apparently there's bad guys over here too. That is a magazine. Okay, I'm gonna get my horse shot, so I better get away from my horse. Gotcha.
Your suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful.
Oh no. Somebody else. Oh shit, this is the back side of the base. Bam! $6 million man punch right there. I like him implying he's bionic. Oh yeah, yeah, man. We used to do that in my neighborhood. We would be fighting over them cartridges, trading them out, and oh yeah. Oh yeah, Punch Out, man. Shadowgate, Bayou Billy. Hell yeah, man, hang on to those. We have a shop here called Vintage Dog, and it's like it's pretty much like an antique store now for stuff like that, sadly. You can buy records, X-Men statues, you know, like rare Barbies, whatever, and then old video games, stuff like that. But yeah, I see that they got a glass case with like the Zelda cartridges and stuff like that up at the front, and the prices are ridiculous. Like, I wish I'd hung on to every cartridge I ever had. Even the little Game Boy games are worth a bunch. Nowadays, too, you could put those on eBay and people fight over them and pay ridiculous prices. And just give it 20 years and they'll be worth even more. I obviously need to go back to the base and get better health or something. I don't want to just call in the bomber on that base and just blow it up.
Roger.
You should get a chicken rating for that too. Oh wow. The people who open doors for the people who open doors. There we go.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Pequod, my helicopter pilot. This is Pee Wee Herman, your helicopter pilot. I'm like, no thanks, I'll walk. I'll just walk if Pee Wee Herman's the pilot. Yeah, I remember getting the Zelda cartridges for like 10 bucks back in the day. Even the golden cartridges of like Majora's Mask. They used to be worthless because they had piles of them around here. And they were trying to make room for the CDs. When the CD game started to come out, they treated the cartridges like crap. And they had piles of them everywhere. And now they're like, you know, almost $100 a piece at least. I've got some cool ones around here somewhere. Mostly Nintendo 64 stuff. But not any of the old rare ones, sadly. It's the bad thing about having all those computer emulators for free. There was a pack I downloaded on the computer and it was like 6,000 games plus emulators for like Sega, NES, Super Nintendo, Atari, Basically everything that was on cartridge is pretty convenient. I think they passed a law here recently that made emulators illegal or something like that. So I'm glad I got that a few years ago. I think Punch-Out's worth $100 or so nowadays. At least. That's one of those games people still want to play. If I could get an arcade machine of that and put it in my living room, that would be a hit. Moon Patrol. I'm gonna have to look in that folder for that. And now I gotta tell this helicopter to go home. Mother base. Oh gosh, I've got 3 platforms now. This base you build gets so big it takes a long time to drive around it in a car.
Look in her eye like she might be a wizard. Cold met a cat lady in a parking lot. She got the heroes of tomorrow in a cardboard box and probably hoarding 40 more in the corners of Fort Knox. Swap 20 on a spot and cop the warlock.
That's a cool song about a cat.
Reefs on her head, glam looking with a panther. Good and golden there are samplers. Jeopardy and wheel at the
Let me find out my wolf is grown up. Actually not, because last time it was trying to like clean my face. Oh Lord, that base is getting huge. You see that? That's gonna take forever just to drive around to that. They're building miles of road. Oh cool. That sounds like one of those old games that would still have a lot of replay value. Just because it's nice and simple. Like Pong, I still like to play Pong and stuff. I like the concept of some of those older games like Frogger. This base is huge. It took me to the wrong spot. This base is so big that I'm lost in my own base, and they drop me off somewhere where I don't know where I'm at because it's new and they just built it and it is not the main part of my base. And they won't let me drive their forklift. Some of those games I used to beat when I was a kid, I suck at now for some reason, like Crash Bandicoot. I was like, well, how could I beat this when I was a kid? I must have the patience of a god. Apparently. There's a lot of games I wouldn't mess with now, but that drive. You see that drive just to maybe be where I need to be? I think this is the main building. I know they put up all these tarps for new construction. Oh, you know I'm gonna drive it through that crack. Oh, hell no. There we go. Make it work. Make it work. That's good enough. Okay, this is the main part of the base. Hey, there's my little dog. See that little wolf I found? It's gonna be a killer. You give it a little knife on a suit with some armor. It can't use the knife, but it looks cool. It's like a sword. A sword for a dog. We call it Diamond Dog. It's getting feisty. There's like a certain mission you have to beat for it to grow up or something like that. It's missing an eye. I heard it crying in the desert and brought it back here with the balloon. It just zipped off. Thing weighs like half a pound. Get all clean. Crib decorated like a dorm room in Brandeis. Still pretend I'm gonna build another half pipe. Never mind the Ford Eric christening and pant size, man. Who could have guessed the future of a bomb and of a command platform. Okay. What's cool about this is it's in a time period where Snake or Big Boss and Revolver Ocelot are like friends because they're young, and so this is supposedly like the 80s here, and they just have some really good technology because it's like Japanese military fan fiction. So it's cool to see them when they're young, like cooperating, because in the older Metal Gears you just fought like old Revolver Ocelot and he was just like a cranky, shitty old man. Just a shitty old lawn gnome, just standing there, playing with the gun all the time, looking like Android 19 or 20. I don't know if you've seen Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, Revolver Ocelot is cool. He reminds me of Tom Petty. When he's young, anyway.
I mean, the thing is, I had the opportunity to leave, you know? It's not every day that you know somebody with a barn that they're willing to rent you. When someone asks you the question, would you like to live with?
Let's see your mission. Oh man, I love Dragon Ball Z. Especially now that they have a show on YouTube. Or, well, it's a channel called Team 4-Star. And they take old animes and cartoons and they redub the voices with like hilarious stuff. Like hysterically hilarious stuff. Yeah, I mean, like you'll laugh so hard you cry because cartoons are saying these things. But especially, you know, if you've seen the originals and then you're like, you see how clever they just like make fun of the scenarios and stuff that the show's already had, you know. Like that Goku character from Dragon Ball Z, you know, the main black spiky haired dude. He like showed up and told this bad guy he was insane and stuff. Like in the context of the show, it's hilarious because, you know, he just fights people all the time, like freaky aliens and stuff. So yeah, he's insane. That's not a good example, but it's hilarious. They do a lot of other shows too, though, not just Dragon Ball Z, but there's like 20 hours of the Dragon Ball Z. They've dubbed every episode and movie.
So a third party who was incidentally not Alex seen a black bear catawalkers by the college campus. Sooner safety propaganda clamps breeds on leashes. No compost, bird seed out of feeders. Make a lot of noise when you frolic under the ether. Keep a hand on a pepper spray. Sneakers on
Yeah, no rocket launcher. Oh yeah, man. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Sit around a quarter of fusing domestication, and a couple decades pass and you can't even find the wavelength you was on when you was running 1A. By the way, a third party who was incidentally not Alex seen a bear put 1,000 chickens in a pot with carrots. I said I'll take first watch, 1 a.m. defend the whole block.
Oh, welcome back, sir. My dad sure likes to bug me sometimes at night, and he's like always not making much sense, because he likes a bottle of New Amsterdam to himself. So I'd like to avoid him after 5 if I can, because there's not much point in talking to somebody that twisted. It's like trying to row a boat with a rope. He assumes all kinds of weird things and stuff. It's bizarre. I can't drink. It's a type of vodka. It's like 80 proof. It's definitely a clear type of stuff. I think it's vodka or gin. It's definitely flammable. No, not like moonshine. We have like 3 liquor stores on every street here. But he lives in Texas, and they have the same basically. Just stuff from the liquor store, you know. I guess high dollar vodka or whatever. He's one of those cowboy hat guys. It's like, I work for the oil company, like Yosemite Sam and stuff. Like, he's a character now. He moved down there and worked for the oil company and turned into a Yosemite Sam type cowboy, gadget cowboy, you know. I don't know. They work at the courthouses doing like computer work and stuff for the oil companies, like billions of dollars worth of land deals. And so I'm like, so why do you need the hat? I don't know. He made me like mail him his hat from Oklahoma when he left it one time. He's like, I need it for work. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, Texas will fuck you up in the head. That's all I gotta say. Oklahoma is kind of like hickish or whatever, however you would describe that. I'm not even sure what that is. That's just like southwestern, I guess, but Oklahoma is just good enough, like in the center of the United States, to where we're halfway between Texas and a bigger city. Like we almost have 2 million people in the city I live in. It's not a small place at all. Oklahoma used to be small like 100 years ago, but it's packed full of people. We got some huge cities here now. It was when we had the 2008, you know, like financial crash here in the United States. Oklahoma's real estate economy and like job economy stayed really good through that whole time, and a lot of people moved here. People from the hurricanes moved here, from New Orleans and Florida and Mississippi, and yeah, we're just packed with diversity here. Like we have some giant skyscrapers and you know, NBA stadiums and all kinds of wacky bullshit like that here now. So it's not much of a in the country type of place. There's a few counties like that, but for the most part it's a really, really like modern city. Well, it's become that way fast. Yeah, it's changed a lot. When I was a kid, where I live now was like a dirt road and like forests and stuff, and now it's, you know, now it's an hour of houses and neighborhoods in every direction. Oh, this song is great. That bass line is just rolling. I got to. Yeah, this is why it's like I gotta get this album. The non-bond voyage stock weaponry and soylent and whatever stop the voices. We have a Starbucks across from a Starbucks, and the Walgreens across from a CVS on every corner, just about. I mean, the same restaurants and things like that over and over and over again. If you wanted to go to a restaurant, there's 3 of the same one in every direction. It's ridiculous. And just traffic. It's been taking a lot longer to get to work. I see a base. Let's not go bucking a horse into there. See, we have a lot of bars and a lot of liquor stores, and they just passed a law where grocery stores could sell liquor as well. and like just regular stores. And so now it's gonna be everywhere. We have a lot of alcohol problems in the States, man. A lot of people here can't handle their shit, like my dad. And so they just shouldn't drink due to social flaws and whatnot. It's that simple sometimes. There's a lot of psychological flaws in the States that make it to where folks shouldn't get that inebriated. They'll be crying and peeing on themselves and beating their neighbors up, and yeah. I haven't drank in 7 or 8 years because it's not great. I don't like making poor decisions with a bottle of whiskey. Plus, I like to focus on things a little better. Oh, I'm trying to fight this base with a grenade in my hand, but I'm just aiming it at everybody. Wow, I like to focus, but not on the game. That's cool, dude. You probably have a lot of clean air and stuff. This place is, it's just packed with cars and old stuff with new paint on it and all kinds of things like that. It's gotten ridiculous. I've lived in the country, and we have some property that's pretty far out into the country, and there's just nothing out there, you know. It's pretty much either a city or nothing for an hour or two. We've got some electricity and plumbing hooked up there, and there's a lake. But it's not great. It's fun to go camping and stuff there.
So your suppressor is worn out.
Stay for a week or two in the summer, but I wouldn't want to live out there because, yeah, it's too far to a hospital. You would die on the way. Stuff like that. No good schools, lots of... The population's like 16 people in that county. They got a volunteer fire department, like that small town I lived in Texas. Population was 94. And the master plumber who trained me was the fire chief for the volunteer department. And so since I was always with them, I had to be in the volunteer fire department too. And we never had a single fire. It's in the middle of the desert. It's close to the Mexican border. Shit, I'm just trying to fight all these guys blindly. Get down, sir. Never had a fire. Lots of car wrecks we had to help out with. They have like 14 fatalities on the highway in Texas a day. Because of all the semi-trucks and oil trucks.
Hey, quit kidding around.
Those Halliburton trucks like to kill folks on the road because they're huge and powerful. And if they hit a car, it's gone. That's our old, well... I'm not being very effective non-lethal. Better develop better non-lethal weapons. Time to get mean. I need more resources. I just didn't want to be that. Oh man, see, they're dead. Just shoot them in the leg. I know what I need. Tranquilizer gun.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Get a pistol, shoot them in the knee. The pistol doesn't do much damage. Then I can kidnap them while they're grabbing their leg. Like a kid who fell off a bike. Oh, cool. National Park. I bet that looks pretty, man. Lots of clean air. Y'all take care of your environment over there a lot more than we do. They're getting better about banning a lot of chemicals and horrible pesticides and stuff, though. Huh. Caernarfon? Caernarfon? Caernarfon. Caernarfon. No, I haven't heard of it. Oh, I'm sure it's cool, man. That's why I got that property out in the country. It's, we're gonna go out there and spend a lot more time. My dad and his wife used to have a bunch of land out there too, but they like to fight each other, so I don't want no part of that land. They stay on their side. Close on the pronunciation. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was, I'm not sure how the sea interacted with that. Oh, Caernarfon? Is it like, care? I think I read it back. Oh, what am I doing in this tower? Being a little turtle. I think the tower can break. I'm gonna blow up my own tower. Yep. And here I am. Boss, that's a serious injury. You threw a tower on yourself and the grenade. Spray yourself with spray paint and you should be healed. Okay, time to run into a fence because the slow-mo mode is worthless. Spray the spray paint into your heart and you will live. It's gold. It's the good stuff. Oh, Kunavon? That's cool. That's a cool language then. Oh, that's what I get for running in there like that.
Snake, are you
it's all
okay?
in good fun.
Snake!
Not really playing any particular mission. I'm cutting on free roam. I like to build up before I take on the story mode now, because it can go over pretty quickly. Oh, man. Probably gonna get off here in like 10 minutes or so. I need to get ready for bed. I still got one more day of long work tomorrow. Probably work till 9 again. And just try and wrap it up. It's been a long week. It's one of those weeks outside.
So your suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful.
Now the shoe sting begins. I need to figure out how to check the comments on my page. It still won't let me scroll down to any of them. It'll say how many comments there are, but then it won't let me go down any. And so I keep trying to check it on my, ever since I did the update on the YouTube app. It's been like that. I need to get on my PC and check it. It sucks because I never know. It doesn't even give me a notification in my little box to be able to click on it or like pop up at the top of my screen apparently. Because Apathy was sending me stuff, and for all I know sent me something, you know, and it's like, damn. We do that, we send each other cool shit, and now I can't fucking know when people are sending me cool shit, and so I'm gonna have to get on my PC, but I've never really used YouTube on the PC. I just kinda keep it on my phone. Hopefully it'll let me look at it then. I don't know why it won't. I guess I can look up the problem on YouTube. That's ironic. Ask YouTube why YouTube won't let me see comments on YouTube. That's fucked up. That's a situation that's weird. Somehow I'll fix it though, man. So you send me cool shit, man. I wanna see. I like checking stuff like that out. We've got some places out here that are pretty neat. Also, I can't remember what it was called though. I went there a few times when I was younger. Oh, well, there's Heavener Park, Oklahoma, and that is where a bunch of Viking runestones are carved. because I guess they rowed boats up into North America from the Gulf of Mexico a long, long time ago and made it here into Oklahoma, which is bizarre. Let me check it out. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. While these enemies wander around and look for me, apparently. I'll just hide in the box.
Carnarvon Castle, tucked in the northwestern corner of Wales, is a magnificent example of medieval...
Oh, wow. Crap.
Work began here over 700 years ago. In 1283, the English King Edward...
You quit spying on my box, I'm watching the documentary.
...authority on the rebellious Welsh.
Shoot him in the dick, pop out.
...with imperial grandeur, such as these carved stone eagles.
Man, all that stonework is amazing.
To would-be attackers, these heads may have looked like helmeted soldiers and hopefully acted as a deterrent.
My Mason buddy would get a kick out of that.
Symbolized the strength of the royal garrison within. The castle's curtain walls were unique in Britain at the time because they contained passages that ran between the towers. They allowed guards to keep a constant lookout and also offered valuable protection to archers.
Oh, there's holes for archers.
They are over 6 meters thick.
That's badass.
All the towers here at Carnarvon Castle perform specific functions. There was the well tower, retrieving fresh water from the bedrock. One tower that stored and processed grain. Another that housed the treasury. And others such as the lookout towers that held more traditional defensive roles.
Man, that is cool.
The wall has to be the Eagle Tower, which contains the royal apartments where King Edward intended to stay with Queen Eleanor. Everything about it was designed on a grand regal...
What's that, a giant river?
King Edward brought his...
It's gotta be a big river. Those boats on it look huge.
The next future king to be born in Wales. He was later given the title Prince of Wales, which has been conferred on each firstborn royal son ever since.
Oh, Lord.
Our own Prince Charles was in 1969.
So your suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful.
So what does Carnarvon mean to the Welsh today? It's moved from being a symbol of independence...
That's a cool flag, man.
...to being accepted as part of the Welsh psyche.
That's gotta be the coolest flag.
World Heritage Site, and it's gone from being what would have been a palace to being part of Carnarvon itself. A thoroughly absorbed landmark in the fabric of Wales.
Oh, cool. A port from the sea. My ex-wife's dad was from somewhere around there. Or her father. I'm not sure. I've never met him. But he used to race boats and stuff out there somewhere.
He's coming too. Roger that.
That's cool, man. Our flag looks like a clown's pants. It just, we need a dragon or something. Well, at this rate of absurdity, I'm sure we'll get it. I am sure we will get it. Space Panda, Tiger, Baby Dragon. Just you wait. Justin Bieber on the flag. Maybe a McDonald's flag. You just never know these days, man. I'm getting so old I can't keep up with that stuff, thank God. Our Oklahoma flag is cool. It's a Native American shield, and it's got a peace pipe and a hatchet or a tomahawk, and then the olive branches all around it.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
10 best castles to visit in Wales. Damn. Y'all got all them castles. Oh wow. We have like one old castle here, and it's not that old. It's, you know, 200 or 300 years old. Something like that. I forget what they call it though. So, it must not be that cool. I went there a few times when I was younger. It's crumbled to bits though. It's more of a hiking trail now. Oh, y'all had English occupation? I mean, I've seen movies with stuff like that, but that's not probably too accurate. Especially the Arthur and Merlin stuff. Which, yeah, 3 or 4 different versions. That's really all I've seen about those kinds of conflict. Maybe some old Monty Python bits or something. They don't teach us much over here, sadly. Well, we do, in school we do ancient world history, and then we do like whatever state we live in, that history, you know. I guess it would be hard to teach big picture history, but to be universally speaking, you need a proper context in the world order of events. That's a cool history to be proud of, man. That's really neat. None of our, yeah, we don't have many stories like that at all. Especially in the context of us being in the right. We don't have anything to compare to that, that's for sure. unless, you know, I mean, some of us are just grandkids, obviously, of people that were there. I know somewhere's Welsh in my family, on my mother's side. We're pretty mixed up, man. German. I mean, it's really hard to say what an American person is, because they're a little bit of a lot of stuff nowadays. My daughter is Japanese, Alaskan, her, you know, and then all of my stuff, which I'm just a white dude with green eyes and blonde hair, so whatever the hell that is, I don't even know. A mutt, I guess. A lot of different things. A little Native American, German, blah blah blah. Oh wow, the Scots. They seemed to try and go conquer everything back then, huh? Damn. Relentless. Yeah, that's basically how we got here, due to those conquests of various countries over there. As well as a lot of us being Irish too. Or at least part. It's really hard to say parts when you talk about European descent for, because I had grandma from Germany, great grandma from Czechoslovakia, you know. There's a Philippine person in there somewhere for some reason. I mean, my family's got it all, mostly. There's a Hungarian. We got a lot of variety just crammed into these small spaces over here sometimes. It's wild the neighbors say the English. Well, shoot. Sounds like they tried to, you know, sounds like they were bullies for almost thousands of years, or close to it, or whatever, you know. At least almost 1,000 years. Oh, they're still kind of bad. See, here in the States, it's hard for most people to distinguish no. There, it's hard for people to distinguish, or like a lot of people, My mom's better about that. She went to Europe when she was younger, so she knows, you know, Britain and France and stuff like that. The United Kingdom. But a lot of people don't, you know, don't get to go see all that, or, you know, put in the time and effort to reading a book or something like that. Not a lot of book reading in general seems to be taking place. They even invaded Hong Kong and the Falklands. Jeez. I know there were some cool stories about the Chinese pirates fighting with the British or English Navy. I'm not real sure. They even made Jackie Chan's first movie he directed, Project A, was about that. And it's still like the best Jackie Chan movie I've ever seen, and it still holds up really well. And it looked like they were occupying them and kind of cooperating with their navy somewhat to fight off these pirates, but it didn't seem like they were happy about the occupation one bit. And they try to arrest Jackie, and Jackie, you know, dives off of balconies and swings on poles and things like that. Rides bikes standing up. Makes faces while he's about to fall. All that good Jackie stuff.
The oil change is most critical nowadays because these engines are running leaner, faster, longer, harder. You went to a place in Canada and they had to change their fry oil for 2 weeks. You know it.
$10 off on high mileage synthetic blend oil.
Yeah, it seemed like they had a loose concept of sharing with other people. Well, it's like coming here and pushing the natives off. The Saxons. I think that's what one of my great-grandparents, last name was Ingram. Oh wow. That's just playing lots of documentaries. Now it's playing unbelievable places that really exist. That was in the autoplay from the place describing your area. That's how they frame it to show us. Unbelievable places that really exist. The fuck? Oh crap. Yeah, I better get off here and start getting ready for bed. I accomplished nothing, but I had some fun. And I had fun chatting. And learning some cool shit. Hey, you have a good night, man. Thanks for coming by and and talking and showing me some cool stuff, man. Oh, hell no. Hell no, Philip. I was hoping you'd stop by, man. This is my social life right here. I work, and I do this for fun, and I talk to y'all. Mostly you and Apathy and a few other people online, but this is the hype of my social life, so I appreciate you coming by, man. I really do. Always good to see you, man. Online. See you in the chats and stuff, you know what I mean. I'd only did 10 today, but tomorrow I'm gonna have to do 12 probably. As I really need to finish this thing up. We got a lot going on. Yeah. Yeah, gotta do a few chores too before I could just lights out for me. So I better wander around tired and do some chores and get my ass to bed. But I really do appreciate it, man. I hope you have a good day or night or both. And I should see you tomorrow night on the Dark Souls, or before maybe. I'll do some missions or try and run the older Metal Gear. No problem, man. You take care, and I'll see you around.